Hi, welcome back to my channel here at Here's to Healthy Women. I'm Bree Lynn Van Leeuwen. You can call me Bree. I'm a PA, a physician assistant specialized in women's health, and I work in urologic surgery. You can visit me on my Instagram account at Here's to Healthy Women, my website, www.herestohealthywomen.com, and this YouTube channel. I also have a Snapchat that's Bree Lynn Van is my username. I'll put all the links below so you can follow along with me and ask me any kind of questions that you guys have following this video. The purpose of today's video is to discuss PA school interviews. Dun dun dun. This is a scary part in the PA school application process. I'm hoping to ease some of those anxieties and give you my best tips. My biggest tip for PA school interview is my rule of three. So my rule of three for PA school interviews is a set of 3 rules with 3 questions in each one. The first rule is that you should march into the interview having in your mind 3 reasons why you want to attend that specific PA program. Not generic ones, things that are very specific to their program. Figure them out, go online, do some research. You need to find 3 reasons why you want to attend that specific program. And at the end of the interview, when they say, Bree, is there anything else you want to tell us, or is there anything else you'd like us to know about you? There's your opening. You say those things. And if they don't ask, say them anyway. Say, thank you for the opportunity for the interview. I want you to know that I want to attend this specific program because of A, B, and C. That will leave a lasting impression on the people that you interview with. That's the first one. The second one is you should have 3 things about yourself that set you apart from all the other candidates. So again, if they say, is there anything else you'd want us to know about you? This is an opportunity for you to say, I believe that I'm the best applicant for this program because of A, B, and C. And I want to be here and I deserve to be here because of A, B, and C. So 3 reasons why you are the best candidate for their PA program. They may ask you, I got asked, Bree, why would we choose you over the person that we're going to interview next or the person that we just interviewed? Why would we choose you? Why should we choose you? No, 3 reasons why they should choose you over somebody else, why you are the best applicant for their PA school. And the third one is you should have 3 questions about their program that you can ask the people interviewing you. It's a 2-way street. I think that gets forgotten. When you go to an interview, you're kind of in the hot seat and they're asking you all these questions, and I think it gets forgotten that it's a 2-way street, meaning that you're also interviewing them. This is an investment of most definitely your money, your time, your energy, your effort. You are choosing a program as well. So have 3 questions that you want to ask them about their program. For example, do they have a gross dissection? Are they a program that allows you to go out of state for rotations? How many professors per student ratio are there in their program? You can think of better questions. Those are just 3 that came to my mind, but I'm sure you can come up with 3 questions for their specific program because you want to kind of flip the tables and make them think and see, oh, she's interviewing us too, or he's interviewing us too. So it puts a little bit of weight or pressure on them so you have options, right? That's my rule of 3. Those are the best 3 tips I can give you for applying to PA school. So you can quit watching if you want. But there's a few other tips that I have. These are just general pieces of advice for you if you're interviewing to PA school. I have to open up my book. Okay, so another piece of advice, wear the appropriate outfit. Don't go crazy. Don't be too unique. Don't walk in with a hot pink shirt and a big necklace or a suit that's not clean and cleanly pressed or shoes that have scuffs on them. No. You want to be simple and clean. You want to look your very best, but you also want to appear very put together, and you don't want to take away from who you are as an applicant. You want them to see, and you want the lasting impression to come from the amazing interview skills that you have, not from the crazy outfit that you wore. I've seen that a couple of times. It never goes well. They may talk about you for a minute and then it's over. So you do need to set yourself apart, but don't set yourself apart in the outfit that you choose. Be clean. Men, keep your beards nice and short. If you have crazy piercings, probably not the best place to display those. You want to keep yourself pretty covered up. Girls don't wear short skirts. When you sit down, those skirts hike right up there, and it's never a good look. You want to be modest and clean and professional, and every detail should be covered. Like I said, shine your shoes. Go buy yourself a new outfit that's very modest, something that you would want to go to see your grandma in, something that's very appropriate, okay? Professional, appropriate. They're looking for how you would appear to a future preceptor. So be very professional. Suit and tie, most definitely for men. Dress pantsuit or a long skirt suit for women, okay? Be very friendly. The people that you are there with, that you're going to interview with, you could be in the PA program with. I interviewed with a couple of people in my class, and that's so fun to look back on. Be friendly. And I've also heard that occasionally the PA schools will plant fake interview students in the group to see who's friendly and who isn't. I don't know how true this is. It's smart of the PA program to do that, to see what you're like when you're not on. But irregardless, be friendly. Be genuinely kind and friendly the whole time. Not just during your interview, but from the time that you walk in through those doors or even in the parking lot. Be friendly. You may want to have an opportunity to film yourself like I'm doing now, where you have a set of questions that someone writes up for you, and in the privacy of your home and the comfort of your home, set up a computer or a camera and interview yourself through a dress rehearsal and see what you look like on film. See how you come across to somebody that's on the other side looking at you. It's eye-opening. I filmed one of these just a minute ago, and I realized that I said, okay, a million times. Rewatch it, change those habits so that you're not doing those during your interview. Another tip is to know your applicant self. This might seem strange, but when you go to apply, you put down certain facts about how many hours you shadowed or how much time you spent in research, so on and so forth. You may forget exactly what you put down. So what I would do is print off your CASPA application and reread it a few times so that you're familiar with your applicant self, so that you know your application forwards and backwards. That should ease a little bit of anxiety, because this interview is just getting to know you. It's about who you are as an applicant. So know your applicant self. Also, this is a very obvious one, but you need to know what a PA is. You need to know what a PA is, what a PA does, what the laws and regulations for the PA are in that state that you're interviewing, and possibly the state that you want to practice in. So when I went into my interviews, I knew wherever state I was interviewing, I knew the laws of the PA in that state, and I also knew that I wanted to eventually, hopefully, practice in Utah, so I was well familiar with what a PA could and could not do in the state of Utah where I was hoping to practice. You also want to know why you want to be a PA. Inevitably, you will be asked this question at some point in the PA process, if nothing else in your personal statement. But have a good answer for it. Know why you want to be a PA. I don't know why you want to be a PA. I told you why I wanted to be a PA in my last video, but I don't know why you do, but you do. And you have to be able to articulate that to a group of people. So have a good answer for why you chose to be a PA, and why you chose to be a PA over an MD, a DO, a nurse practitioner, a nurse anesthetist. There's so many perfectly wonderful options in healthcare. Why is PA something that you chose? Also, you might want to have some answers to some very random questions. What is your favorite book and why? What is your favorite movie and why? I had a friend that got asked if she were a fruit, what kind of fruit would she be and why? I don't know. So think of some of those random questions. Another one that they tend to ask a lot is, what is your biggest weakness? It's a very common interview question. But what they could say more specifically to your PA school interview is, what would be your biggest weakness in this program? What would you foresee yourself having the hardest time with? What do you think you will struggle with the most in PA school? My next advice to you is be sure that if they ask you, because I got asked and I know a lot of my friends got asked, what kind of support system you have, make sure you are able to discuss with them the level of support that surrounds you. PA school is a very challenging time. You will need financial support. They may ask you, what are your financial plans for PA school? How do you plan to pay for it? What kind of support do you have in your social circle? So that would be a good answer to have available as well. And the next and last tip I have for you is think about some possible ethical questions that they may ask you. I know that people have gotten asked things such as, if you were in a hospital setting and you saw that your supervising physician wrote an order for your patient that you didn't think was appropriate, or you knew could have been better, that it wasn't in the best interest of your patient, and you approached your supervising physician, but he sort of dismissed you and continued on with the order, how would you handle that situation? Great question. Ethical questions come up all of the time in PA school interviews, so think about how you would answer those and really focus on the fact that the patient is your main focus and should always be your main focus, right? Okay, that's all I have for you. My rule of 3, I hope that helped you. Those questions are good ones to think about in your mind because they are very applicable in different settings during the interview process. So have those 3, my rule of 3, have answers to those 3 different parts, and be confident, be yourself. It got you this far. You'll do very well. As always, you can contact me in any of the links that I'll list below. Best of luck to you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.